So my name is Paul Bertilsson and I'm 33 years old soon in December, and I'm a chief cook on board. So I started out as a teenager looking through a magazine, and I saw on the backside of a magazine that sailing ship Engberg was sailing to China. The problem was that I was only 15 years old, so I couldn't apply for the position. So I determined myself to become a ship's cook so I could, in the future, hopefully sail with this ship to Asia again. So it's been a couple of years since we had this chance, and now finally my dreams are coming true. So in the galley we are 3 persons that are responsible for the food and the service. So it's me, steward, and we have a second cook, and we also have a messman. Between the watches there are people coming down to help us with peeling potatoes, doing the dishes, cleaning the tables, make sure that all the fruits and cookies are delivered. So we definitely need as much help as possible with preparing for every day's meal. So 6 in the morning I wake up, making breakfast. Then I prepare stuff during the morning with the lunch and the dinner preparations, and having dialogues with my colleagues to prepare coffee and cookies, some fruits. So the difference between working on a ship and working on a restaurant is to make sure that the food lasts all the way from harbor to the next harbor. And also the ship is moving, restaurant is quite still. You have to prepare the food in a very specific way, both with the sea stewage, that make sure that nothing is loose, that it's strapped on. So my idea of making this trip as pleasant as possible is to, since we are in Sweden and the northern countries, I like to use the Swedish traditional way of cooking. And when go through the Suez Canal, then I like to spice it up with their kind of cooking, because the provisions looks different, and we have our traditional things like lingonsylt, which is lingonberries. Salted pork looks different, so we have to adapt with the goods that they have, and I like to mix it in some Swedish touch into the dishes afterwards. So every time we come to port, we restock on supplies, and after people eating as much as possible, the leftovers we try to make another dish, or trying to figure out a way to make them eat up everything, because it's economical and also it's much easier for us. Yeah, so if you work as a chef down here in the galley, you have to make sure that you have balance. So seasickness as a cook is not an option, because we don't have any windows. So you have to be aware that you're stuck down in the galley without fresh air and windows. And the only way to get fresh air is to climb up deck and trying to enjoy a cup of coffee in the rainy weather. So the biggest thing that I enjoy of being a ship's cook is that I always have a beautiful view. In my spare time, I often either play video games or creating a video game, since I also trying to learn how to program my own video game. If I'm not doing that, then I probably make some TikTok movies with my friends on the ship, or for myself. My idea is to keep some memories from this trip, so I can talk to my kids and my grandkids in the future.